Hey, let it be known, I'm working hard when I ain't on the phone. This ain't a home, this ain't a phone. Grind never stopping, I'm keeping it cold.
Okay. There you go. Dave, come on. It's yours. We got this. No, you're not. No, you're not. I got you. I got you. I got you. Mental. Jaden. Mental. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Mental. Look at him. Mental. Yo, check. There. Got this. Yo, mental. My leg, Jade. Damn. I got Jade. Damn, I got you. Jade in. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go. There you go.
Okay, so that was
what was that?
That was father and son. So the important part of that video was that he this young boy has a strong father to help him with his mental. So some things in life we have to learn how to endure. Like right now, I'm letting y'all know I'm not gonna sit here hungry. I'm gonna go and get me some food, right? Most times I won't do that. I will sit here 3-4 hours, whatever, and I'll deal with it, right? But for kids, you got to be able to teach children how to be able to deal with things, because life is not gonna be perfect. You're gonna go through a situation and you don't want to get frantic or be emotional and then make the wrong decision. So that was what I got from the video.
And especially like ladies always talk about they don't want weak men, right? And as a father, you have to make sure that you building that man up as he's a young boy. So when he goes through and endures, he can say, hey, even though I'm in this messed up situation, he can go back to that ice when he failed the first time. And then once he realized, hey, I can do this, I just got to listen to my father. I had to listen to the direction. I come back and come back stronger and succeed. Like you, what I loved about that video was the father face the second time. Like he was disappointed the first time, but he stuck with his son. And then the second time his son came through, he smiled and he was very happy. So now that son is going to have that remembrance for the rest of his life, especially with that video. That video touched a lot of people because a lot of times we want to quit. We want to give up. Right, but we didn't have that person pushing us. Some would say if you didn't have a father in your life. I was reading some of the comments. Some of the men was like, "I wish I had a father like that to push me, like this man did." So as fathers, we got to understand, even if she's not letting you see the kid, even if you don't have your money right, even if you didn't have the best father figure in your life, you have to make sure you're there to make sure your son becomes better than you and your daughter too as well, so they'll be mentally strong. So that's what we kind of got from that video. What y'all got?
It was touching. If that's based on that content, like I said, that was touching because I could tell that kid wanted to give up, but the father was like mental. Yeah. And now I feel like crying because I wish I had a father like that. I wish I had a father.
Yeah.
I feel the same way. I wish I had a strong male figure like that. I had some, but they came and went, whatever.
Yeah.
I wish it was more longevity to it,
Yeah, no, I agree. We all don't have, those perfect circumstances. So that's why we on here to try to help, for the next generation coming. We don't want to keep doing this over and over again. Even me, I had my dad. I have a story that I could share that's similar to that. But then my parents got a divorce. So, it was kind of like, all right, well, now what? So, I don't want to put more onto the world with more people going through these situations. And we all have a story. So it's kind of like, let's help and correct. Beautifully Anime, what you have to say about this video?
So at first, without James explaining it, I was like, what the fuck?
You know
what I'm saying? Because we also think hypothermia and all the negatives that go with freezing cold or whatever. But as James was talking about it and explaining, I was thinking to myself, well, the dad is in the tub with him. So first of all, he's literally asking of his son the same thing that he would do.
Exactly.
And he's sharing that same tub. He feels the same temperature that his son is feeling. So he does know that his son's able to do it. Because if the dad felt like we didn't had enough, he would have gotten up. So yeah, I like it. I like it.
Yeah, that's a good point you brought. Yeah, I like that.
So Doc, what you got? What you got?
Well, I actually have two perspectives, and one is for what I'm supposed to teach based on my clinical license. Similar to you taking a kid and putting their hand on the stove in the fire, and you say that's hot, and then they burn their hand. You take them to the ER. You get in trouble as the parent.
Wait, hold on. Okay, my dad did that to me, but he didn't burn my hand.
Right.
People do that.
Yeah, people do that all the time.
Wow.
And where I'm from, I've had that experience but I only had to touch the eye. I only had to touch the eye. But there's some people who, because the kid is touching the flame thing, that the parent is, hot. See, you learn that, right?
Wow.
Or where the kid, and I think there's even some videos out there now where the kid is wanting to take the pot, and the parent is saying it's hot, and the kid is like, I got it, it's hot. And then here, you want it so bad. Yeah, see? So in that world, or the kind of this clinical world of parenting, that's wrong. Teach them that way. And then a real life case that I had where a parent was using a stun gun. And what happened to him, it was one of those billy club, the old billy club the police officers used to have, or maybe they still have them, but the old billy club they used to have, but they were a stun gun. So if you grab the billy club, you press the button, you get stung. And that's what happened to the dad as a joke. So he then not wanted to play a prank on the son, but wanted to teach his son how to take this pain, and was zapping him with the stun gun. But he got really close and stunned his balls. And his son went to school and talked about it, and then boom, they had an open child protection case. Ooh. And so the parent had to come to me for therapy. He was mad as all get up because, first of all, I was only playing, but at the same time, I was teaching him, like, you can take this pain. Just seeing it or hearing that people go all ballistic, but you could take this pain. And the dad was dead set on it, to the point where he was in tears, because how could his message go so wrong? But what he hit him in the balls. Right. But what he didn't understand was in the child protection, they consider those cases the same as a father trying to teach his daughter about the R word, assault. But and then he tells her, you better hope I don't get it in. And that's his way of training her to protect her, to make sure she never. So they consider those equal. Like, you can't train your boy that way with taking that type of pain, and you can't train your daughter that way to boom. That being said, nothing more internally powerful than to sit with your child, man the son or daughter the mom or whatever, to sit with your child and say, I'm here with you.
Yes.
Keep focus. Keep focus. Keep focus. I understand the pain, but what I'm trying to teach you is to bypass that pain. And I agree with whoever just said it, like the disappointment in his face. Mm-hmm. But I think they even shared that together. If you saw the son's face, he was equally disappointed. He got up like 3 times. Yeah. And that 4th time to actually get out and disappoint his father was painful. So they shared in that. It wasn't like, oh, damn, son, you're weak. Both of them like, I'm sorry, Dad. I'm sorry, son. And we are going to do this again. And if you looked at both of their faces for that 2nd time, they were both like, what?
Yeah,
we got this. Right. Yeah. We got this. Even when it said 3, 2, 1. And both of them. So you can't match love like that. You can't match a connection like that. I just say, if you ever do that as a parent, just be mindful of, how someone else might perceive it, so you don't get in trouble.
Yeah. Right. Man, only thing I would have think to make that video better, they would have hugged at the end. That's it. but that video was good, man.
Some good old dap, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, look, that's the only thing. But like those, since I have all sons, right? Like I love moments like that, because I want to share those moments with my son, and especially when some things that he think he can't do. And then because I be like making him like run laps and stuff like that, whatever, right? And push himself. And then the first 3 times he can't do it. Now all of a sudden the 4th time he gets it. And I'm like, you could have did this the first time. You've been getting tired, but now all of a sudden you could do it on the 4th try. You just got it's all in your head, son. I'm just trying to teach them, hey, you got to be stronger. You got to be mentally strong out here. This world is not going to allow you to be weak. You know, the women not going to allow you to be weak. The men not going to allow you to be weak. So you can't have no excuses on you having that weak mindset. And it's important for us men to raise these young boys to be stronger. So when they do get with a woman, they ain't gonna run away if they had a baby or something like that, or at a young age. You know, what I'm saying? I had my first child when I was 19 years old. You know what I'm saying? And I was fighting the custody battle at 22, 23, going to court. You know what I'm saying? Because I wanted to raise my son at a young, but I was already mentally there. You know what I mean? A lot of the kids are not being mentally there to be able to fight, right? And that's what we got to put back into these young boys, especially. So that's why we chose that video, man. We was like, yo, this is a very powerful video, and we hope every man that has a child, you know what I mean, try to be better. I'm gonna try to be better watching that video. You know what I mean? So it's always things that we can improve on, and things that we can check ourselves on, and we can be better as men in this society. So
Hey, okay, let it be known. I'm working hard when I ain't on the phone. This ain't a hunt, this ain't a phone. Grind never stopping, I'm keeping it cold.